What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It, ashsaidit.com, ashsaidit.com. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,300 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. Thank you guys so very much. It makes a huge difference. Why? Because I get to talk to fantastically talented, adventurous people like today, my friend Kevin the founder and CEO of the nonprofit We Carry Kevin. You guys can check out WeCarryKevan.com. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, how are you?
I am good. How are you doing today?
Doing great.
Awesome. For our audience that is not aware, tell us about this brand new book, We Carry Kevin.
Sure. So a couple years ago, some friends and I went on a trip to Europe, just like a lot of people do, except I'm in a wheelchair, and we decided to leave that at home. And we had a specially designed backpack where my friends could carry me so that we didn't have to worry about what was accessible and what wasn't. And that was just the start of it. So the book chronicles that adventure and what we've done since then.
Yes, that is absolutely amazing, and kudos to your friends. You've got some really awesome friends, Kevin, because I honestly couldn't think of, I don't have 6 people in my life that I consider friends.
They are pretty amazing.
They are, yes, they are. So kudos to your friends. Those really amazing people that you have in your life, and to be, to have gone through all these many challenges in your life and to still have people that support you. It feels good. And so as you were basically backpacking through Europe and going to these different countries, what were some of the sites that you were truly amazed at?
Oh, man. Well, so we covered France, England, and Ireland in our first trip when we went to Europe. And every single place that we went was just packed full of wonder to me. But we got to wrap up the trip in Ireland off the coast. We made our plan to trek up a very old, well, the island is obviously very old, but a very old monastery called Skellig Michael off the coast there. And if you've seen the new Star Wars movies, it's the island that Luke is on. But we didn't know that at the time. And so we made this plan, and we got to hike up this island. It's really more of a mountain, and experience this monastery from the 6th century. It was just really amazing and really profound for us, especially as a pinnacle to the whole experience.
Yes. Now, Kevin, I'm a foodie. I love some food. I love some good food, Kevin. So what were some of the spots that you made sure that you had to stop at and that you had to get some of the good eats?
Oh, man. Well, in France, I mean, we were in Paris for 4 or 5 days. And, we kind of, since there was such a big group of us and we were on a budget, we actually found ourselves eating a lot of Turkish kebabs in the back alleys, but we also, which was really amazing, but we also definitely allowed ourselves to splurge a couple of times and experience some of the fancy cuisine of Paris. And one of my favorite memories in the city is our last day there. One of our guys had gone out to see some of the city on his own, and he called us and said, "Hey, I'm sending you my location. You guys should come and join me." And he was on the rooftop of a mall right in the middle of the city, and it was built up like almost like a deck for the public to use. And so on our way there, we stopped at a chocolate shop, and we got just all kinds of marzipan and candied cherries and all this just amazing sweets, and ended up sitting on this rooftop together eating our treats on Parisian afternoon sun. So
Kevin, you're making me hungry. That sounds really awesome.
Me too, actually.
So that is definitely on my. I haven't been to Europe yet. That is definitely on my list of places. Paris has just been on my bucket list forever. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. All right. So I got to get off the food stuff, Kevin. We got to get on that. Because we're getting too into the souvenirs. What was your favorite? What was your favorite souvenir that you brought back?
So every trip that I do internationally, I kind of limit myself, and there's two things that I get. I get a postcard from my cousin, and I get a bag of tea or box of tea for my sister. And so I did that there as well. I'm trying to remember what kind of tea I got my sister, but I did get a postcard from my cousin boasting we had to go through, where was it? We had to go through Wales, and we found out about a town there, and the name of it is something like 54 letters long. Wow. And so this postcard had the name written around it. And so yeah, that was my souvenir for my cousin.
Oh, that's awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah. All right, you guys. So we're going to take a brief break. When we come back, we're talking more with Kevin Chandler. We're talking about this amazing book, We Carry Kevin. And you guys can also check out WeCarryKevan.com. And we're going to find out a little bit more since that exploration, what Kevin's been up to, and where you could possibly catch him next. So hang tight, and we'll be right back. Care of is a subscription service that makes it easy to get your vitamins, protein powders, and more, personalized just for you and delivered straight to your door. Spring into a healthy routine. Give yourself support this season with a boost. Whether you're looking for energy, better sleep, to maintain stress, or something else to help you feel your healthiest, Care of's online quiz lets you know exactly what you need. The online quiz is now new and improved to learn if you're getting enough protein, fiber, and good fats to determine if you could benefit from Care of's new natural protein powders. Taking care of your health should be easy and convenient. It can be really hard to know what vitamins or supplements you should be taking, but Care of makes it easy to find out what you specifically need to be your healthiest. Experience the Care of difference. Track your progress with the Care of app and earn rewards when you remember to take your vitamins. Care of has helped me tremendously to maintain my weight and to achieve my fitness goals. I know that it can do the same for you. For 30% off your first Care of order, go to careof.com and enter AshSaidIt30. That's right, TAKECAREOF.com. Why? Because Ash said it. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily podcast show. Appreciate you guys. We're chatting today with founder and CEO of WeCarryKevan.com, the wonderful Kevin Chandler. Since this amazing, mind-blowing trip that inspired this book to be put to, pen to paper, what else have you been doing here?
Sure. Well, so when we got back from the trip, when we started preparing for the trip, and we'll go even further back, my friends and I started hearing from people saying, where did you get this backpack? And where did you find these friends? How are you doing this trip? A lot of families with disabilities. And so when we got back from the trip, decided that we would start this nonprofit to kind of give a more official answer to those questions. And so since the trip back in 2016, we've been traveling to speak and tell our story. We made a documentary about the original trip, which is on Amazon Video, and then also have this book that just came out. But let's see here, next month, in about 3 weeks, we will get our first shipment of backpacks. Because we've been working for the past 2 years on developing that, going through R&D to make a professional version of what we had come up with. And so we're excited to have that available for the public in the coming weeks and months, and just be able to get that into the hands of other families and individuals who could benefit from it.
Amazing. So, all right, so let's backpedal a little bit more. So who actually came up with the idea for this backpack?
It was a combined effort. My friend Tom, who went on the trip with us as one of the carriers, he and I had the idea of exploring the sewers in our hometown a few years ago, and had made a very makeshift version way back then. And so whenever we talked about going to Europe, he and I kind of returned to the idea and said, well, where we want to go is not going to be accessible, so let's move aside from the wheelchair and return to the backpack and maybe make something a bit more comfortable and longer lasting. So it was really he and I working on it at the beginning. My dad is an airplane mechanic, so he worked with us on designing it as well. And we began with a backpack called the Kid Comfort 3, which is from a company called Deuter out of Germany. And they make some really great products for small children to be carried, but we wanted something that could handle an adult with disabilities. So we started with their idea and just worked from there. And they've been really supportive ever since and been great to work with.
Now, last but certainly not least, Kevin, what advice can you offer to any one or two people, families that are going through any kind of illness, sickness, or disability? They feel as though that their disability inhibits them and prevents them from doing awesome, amazing things. You know, given your story, which is proof within the pudding that anything that you want to do, you can accomplish. What advice or what words of encouragement can you offer?
I mean, just growing up with a disability, and my sister has the same disability, spinal muscular atrophy. You know, living our lives in a wheelchair has been difficult, and I know that there are disabilities and diseases that are even more of a challenge than that. And so I don't want to downplay any sort of disease, but I would say that it's a big world and a full life that we have been called to live and to experience. And the way that we do that is with other people in community, and we can't do it on our own. But what that means is not just reaching out to have people help you, but reaching out to build relationships and encourage others. And, you know, if people are helping people, it goes both ways. And so my encouragement to other people dealing with struggles and disabilities, and even, you know, there's even emotional disabilities as well. And I would just say, you know, there are risks in pushing the envelope of what's been expected of you or been said that you can and can't do. There's definitely a risk, but it's often worth pushing that envelope, and it's easier and an even richer experience when you do it with the people around you.
Awesome, awesome. Spoken perfectly. Kevin, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you. And kudos to you and your team and your besties, your 6 besties. I got to go find me some friends now, Kevin, because I don't have 6 friends. I got to figure that out. I don't know. Maybe I can borrow yours. So we'll see. But much more success to you, Kevin, for everything that you're doing and even more. Let everyone know the best way that they can keep in contact with you and, of course, to follow your journey.
Well, as you had mentioned, we have a website, WeCarryKevan.com, and through that there are, of course, links to Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and you can send us an email as well through that, and we keep everything pretty updated, and with our ongoing adventures. We went to China this past year as well, which is talked about in the book, and who knows where else we'll go. So keep up with us on there, on the website and social media. And I think, and there's, of course, events on there that we show up at. So you can check those out.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate you so very much, as I'm sure the audience does as well. And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that download the shows, that share it, that send comments, all the pluses, all the likes. It makes a huge difference. And always keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do, watch me make it happen, and watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is way better. It's so much better. Until next time, you guys.